I'm watching you fry up a lamb. I'm watching you fry 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 a lamb. So, I watch you fry a lamb, and I want you to slam your hand on the element. To slam your hand on the element so hard that when you jerk off, you get intense third-degree burns. I want you so hard that I can set fire to your cock, and I want you screaming my name to douse it, but I want you to know that you can only come on fire while burning your skin all up. I want to tenderize your skin like you slap the baby lamb. I watch you set fire to your scrotum. When I dream you're in hell, inside of me you come flames. My intestines scribbled on a plate. You lick all over the place. I wish your tongue was an element frying me everywhere I go. But I'm just sitting here, watching you fry up a baby lamb. What if I held it would hold me among this shiver of binary? And even if, incidentally, I was seen, I would vanish in the glare of that computer existence. For light is nothing but blackness end, which we hardly sense and are shattered as it calmly continues to swallow us. Every image is horrible. So I injure, swallow, and exorcise the raging fire siren of my loving. To what can we ask to assist? Not image. Every image is horrible. Not animal. So and even the clever audience all think that we feel rather insecure and out of sync with our interpreted world. There is a photo somewhere of a bed, daily somewhere for us to see. Yesterday's blindfold remains fixed over our eyes. It has become our eyelid. It shows no wish to depart. And the nights, the days, when their bodies full of cosmic space invade our cosmic spaces. Who could ignore it? That needed, ugly, hateful night painfully there for the virgin boy to achieve. Is it easier for whores? Won't you know soon? Throw from your body the wholeness of the spaces you've filled. Perhaps the animals will feel your breath and their calm respite. Yes, the old man needed you. Often a widower came to you and showed you his heart. A sensation came across you out of your anxieties, or as you walked naked across the balcony, a soft hush gave your ears the taste. All was known, but could you hold it? Were you not always left empty by expectation, as if you were expecting a lover to love, where you would find to hide him? Which of all your great deep holes would he sit in and leave from and camp while it's dark? When lust breaks your bones, dream of men all tied up, for their passion is mortal. Those whom you've seen in photographs, the replicas and uncared for ones whom you found so much easier to fuck than to satisfy. Keep regenerating the confidence you've never seen. Remember, the player lives on and builds mountains out of cavities. Even his orgasm was for him only a surface to accomplish his final reproduction. But the wires alive take the whole back into himself, as if such passion could never be created again. Have you thought of Joe D'Alessandro enough? That any boy left empty by his owner feeds from that far stronger bar of devotion. Hey, maybe one day I'll look like him. Should not his oldest seeds finally grow fruit for the young? It is not that year we broke the boys out of our screens and shivering embraced, as the flesh suffers the hand's attention and in this tension becomes more than itself. For flesh is no object. Flashes, listen to my legs as only men have listened, until the gigantic slut lifted them away from their feet. Yet they continued absurdly, kneeling, not knowing, so intense was their devotion. It's not that you could endure the size of the woman, far from it, but listen to the breath of the earth and the endless flashing that forms itself out of realness. They exhale away from those used-up bodies of youth. Whenever they entered a bedroom in Greece or Ashburton, did not their future show to you loudly as the webcam at the car in the parking lot? What do they want of me? To quietly remove my appearance of privilege and power that at times overthrows their lust from a one-way street? Only it is strange to be unearthly, to be finished with the skills one had no time to learn, to not observe tumescence and other things that promised so much in terms of a family tree, no longer to be what one was in fiddlesticks and fingers tricks, even to abolish identity as easily as husband buries aging wife. Strange to stop wishing one's wishes. Strange to notice the link bouncing about so lucidly in fantasy. And being an image is hard work and full of advertising before one gradually feels their slice of forever. Yeah, but the players make the mistake of putting us in boxes. Artifice, they say, is all too able to camouflage itself amongst both living and dead. An eternal cyclone circles all inside glamorous weather. At the end, the early virgins have no longer need of him. They are gently weaned from those of this world as a child refuses now the need of more than clicks. But we who have that mystery touch, we for whom space is so the source of physical growth, could we exist in clicks? Our appearance is true, telling of crimes in the midst of Dean Cole's hunger. Those daring agents of fetish piercing the lonely desert, and now, in that stretchless symphony, an almost dreamlike youth suddenly left forever, feeling emptiness for the first time, those carnal fixations which slowly take photos and comfort and milk us. I wish I was yellow. I cried on my birthday. I knew I was 6. I said to my tree, I wish I was you. I wished I was a tree. I licked my 2 palms. I locked my white eyes. I shut up the bright sky. I could jump up and down. I wish I was 7. I cried to my father. I knew I was happy. I said I don't like it. I wish I was dull. I wished I was the ocean. I licked naughty books. I locked away a man's foot. I shut up my mouth. I could do what I want. I wish I was stolen. I cried without crying. I knew she was mine. I said to my mine, I wish you were him. I wished I was a her. I licked orange ice cream. I was locking my wall. I shuttered my windows. I could live by myself. I wish I was my father. I cried to my father. I knew of my father. I said, I am happy. I wish I was dull. I wished I was deep yellow. I licked twice his lips. I locked out his stomach. I shut down his body. I could go where I want. I wished to be murdered. I cried in my sleep. I knew not what I want. I said to my wish, I wish I was mine. I wished only to wake. I licked up my virtue. I locked up her space. I shut off the power. I could hurt what I please. I wish to be yellow. I cried to her yellow. I knew of the sun. I said I am yellow. I knew of her son. I wish I am yellow. I wished the sun. I licked many bananas. I locked up the paint. I shut away my green toothbrush. I could be yellow. I know that's what he wants. My broken ribs, 2 road eggs, I didn't check to get myself found, lost inside green some canvas, painted on, out, painted on, I know myself, lost, I lost myself, lost, the hospital burns, hypnotic in my amnesiac brain, memories, bong, murder bong, lips, my ribs, I called my kids, yes, call the cops, yes, sing me a song to rekindle bong, the kindling, a light, a dream, asleep, my sweet, my ribs I put to sleep, love, I tucked, I smut, I writ, I killed. Loose lips sink ships. Unlisp your limbs, lover. Loose lips sink ships. Shudder my shadow. My shadow's an udder to unstutter your lips, lisp. You limped to shudder my shock sinker. You shunk to shadow my strip spiller. Fuck. You're cute. And I want to do bad things to you. Where about you live? Make to do things. Fuck, you're perfect. That's awesome. You can horse? What?
I'm bored. Entertain me, please. What's up? For why? What? Even though hung over?
Guts. Shikaba. Sack, single AF. You're a good person. Fuck you're. Oh. If you don't say, innocent things die. Let's get married if you want. Hi. Told you I was magic. Hi. You feeling?
Yes.
Oh, Christ. Church, can I be up that way early next week? He say, I see you, but I look past the pill hours and don't see him for very much time or money. He says, you killed my vibe. Your city's a slicker. Whore's mighty slack dicker, low self-esteem, high market value, upstairs bedroom balcony with a view of a view, ball in his court, blindfold, shaking shamrock, sleepy shaving, belt with no notch. Threat of castration, fear of piss. Low-key, shower time, the door's open, walk the drawbridge, hangman waiting. No trapdoors, just trigger warnings, just safe words, no shout-outs, handcuffs, razor skin, dandruff, a trader's in, the bedroom of a bed man, 50 states, a mirage, 60 dots, flitting, stretching marks right across the road, cutting cones for taro, 10 with a ruler, and 5 with a whip, 10 pages of menial content. A piece of paper scrawled Danilo, the bad room of a bad man, Porphyros porpoise. The bedroom of a bed of a bad man, castle of skin, peppered with dim dreams, cross the turret, mark the marquise, say you're just a little. Littered by the skim milk dairy queen, only feeling a little bit say, our city gets sicker, but we rip out his flicker. Humpty Dumpty had a great crack, Yoki Folky inside, streamy harpoon, such a gush of steamy sickness. Babushka's blubber under my belt. List inside list. Here's spunking all over the place. She shall tell my right hand what to leave behind.
Yellow! No! Cheese sauce with the cheese, please! No, the sauce with the cheese! The pa, man, the pa! Yeah. Yeah, mustard, that's it.
Pretty American Girl, next Friday night. Blue Bolt home style.
Fucking mustard, bro! Crazy witch!
Girl looks like a witch wants mustard. your contact. But being, you live, you're with, but you, but sky?
Carlos wants to eat my shit.
Like, my insides just belong to him and his hard, warm outsides. He doesn't eat well, unhealthy sat fats mostly. Like, his diet is a road to big bones and the early grave. I like Carlos a lot. Jack knows I'm only naked when I think about his frame, his eyes, body. Runs a marathon so as not to feel quite so bad about feeling like a party poop. A good worker, though. He sees me really and clothed. Ashton's blood spilled all over my bed like red wine or non-white rum. Tipped so drinking isn't a use. That sample coming home. Sharing that needle is a real hot turn on, and hey, we love working at McDonald's, shooting up every day. Filthy canvas. Dry manhole moon. Spills its skin's brain box, translated spit, okay. Goon tongue. Twist of a lime. Street dances. Everything's peachy. That's a weird flex. Avant acceleration. Never washes, but the sheets are clean. I like your one testicle. Nuts double over me, Panama pajamas, wiggle straight over the hips. What? Nothing. I'm too old. My hairline runs away faster than you can leave me. Home misses me, but I feel I'm already there. Black-faced, canvas body, appropriate, caught, captured, clipped by you. You're delirious. I'm edible. Days later, the chastity belt starts a phone call from the closet. Your body need rest. 10:27 a.m. Message sent. Oh, and where are my texts? It followed. You're okay down there. Whole week earlier. Ass stuffed, unstuffed, over and over. Most new guys can't keep going this long. A little lull for laughter. Breath over shoulder. Definitely no condom. Fuck! You're cute, but German. Fuck, you're kush. Moving faster. Your body need rest. 10:27 a.m. You do too many things. 6:49 p.m. Your body need do too many things. 60-ish minutes earlier. Nipples clamped, flat and twisted, something like, anyway, blindfolded. Ass perfectly non-white, apparently. All German like blindfolded again. You know, I go very easy on you. Days later, 12:03 a.m. Your ass still okay? Plastic ruler, rub, then smacking, purple testicles, something like, anyway, blindfolded. Your body, many thing. Finally, missionary, home, entry very fast, a noise, a little lull for laughter, apartment on the 5th floor, what if there's a fire? I want to fuck you on my balcony. 3 weeks earlier, 7:08 p.m. You gotta go to 11. Okay, fine. Quick flash noise. Photo. Small-ish, grunt-ish. Hands on throat, cause ass unstuffed, over and over. You okay down there? What's voice like? No more blindfold. You know I go very easy on you. I can't keep going this long. Bent condom. Last time. Now. Unstuffed. Over. Weeks later, the chastity belt starts a phone call from the closet. It definitely hasn't been filled for about a month now. Some cock somewhere picks up the call and says, "Hey baby, where have you been? It's been a while since I knew what to do with you." I wanted so much. Little old me. Fit into life again. Bank as a cushion. On paper, my own entity again. I worry about any of that. Come down hangover, sick if I danced, apricot phase. It was his brother who tore his other's heels into the world with the glory of an uninvited guest. Inside sat Pa, springs and steel, sweating heat, pride of the junk pile, some outsized crawler. Labour, his bibulous spouse, swelled and kicked as she sucked on a white Jesus, moaning and screaming, Pa! 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 Till she took leave of the morning. Pa would tell. Pa broke the bottle carefully on his wife and doused her private parts in oaths, spilling from his son not a cloud in sight. Jesus! Cried Pa, but one died soon. The animal traps had been moved and hung around the walls. Pa peered in. Strange, almond eyes, blue, but never still. He slipped away. And I thought that I too was going under, so fucking cold was his dying. Ma, anus of obscenity banging on the side of the car, consumed by an overwhelming need to observe eternity, catching a brief, graining glimpse of him. Life, jettisoned from birth, shamefully uniformed. I mean, how could I have known just how bloody death-like death was? In any case, thinking about hell was half the trouble. Please. I told him life was like death. Control, supine lonesomeness, increasing aching music of the dark time. The end of the world had come. Slowly, my world disappeared out the other side. A single naked bulb throbbed, holy, futile business, right before my eyes seemed so subdued. Well, then the day returned, and an idiot hummed earnestly. All about me, the world demanded that it be attended to. All about me, the world seemed in need of attention. I was in woeful need of attention. I had contemplated my stomach, my lungs, howled and howled and yelled things like, tit! Pa, infantile body restricted to my embranglement of words, my mouth, do you know what? Not a peep of sound did I make. No, not a peep of sound did I make. Discovery. Lonely. Swallowed it. United in heaven. Silvery tones broken over my brother. His wings were hairy legs upon his head. I had no wings yet. White, hairless maggot's body. Heaven had turned red and soupy. Like a heart. My father loomed over me like pale eyes in their sockets. So Pa sat. A bowl and a loaf in hand. Pa's fingers smelled of pitch or grease. Pa was gone. Animal trap. Spring coiled. Brains bloody. Walking to the door. I'm in the city in my hotel right now. Someone I know of committed suicide today, and I'm hearing about it while cars blast Young Thug and Listless Pop outside. Drunks mount together. Their voices are not alone. We're still awake. The guy I'm here with says, hey. I spent $12.50 on an exorbitant but worth it gelato. I'm 90% sure he jerked off in the bunk bed above me, because I felt it move. We talked to two East Londoners in the showers, and I tested my accent. Culture is amazing, but silent in this city. I went into a Gucci shop, and it's the worst I've felt in months. Yeah. I'm writing this out of tiredness. It'll help me sleep. Maybe you get it, a neon bank light to guide my sleep tonight. We did have a fire alarm here. The street was lovely after that. And one voice was strangely combative. This mattress is so soft, I'll sink. May your pages be long. He struggles to keep it up all the time. That mask worn like a fake smile, he cellophanes his struggle to make it solid. The other night he hardly got home a sculpture made out of mouldy popsicle sticks. That was when he heard the words good pussy and fell soft. It's not that he can't do it, it's just that in his head he thinks it's okay to take breaks and recalibrate himself to make sure he's not falling apart, to shave his pubes if he needs. He wants to break up because something about the weather made him feel claustrophobic about the people in his presence, because something about the weather showed him all the other doors that didn't exist until he read about them on the screen. He doesn't want to make up, but when pressed for it, he'll stutter out a goodbye kiss that later gets pressed out of memory because it's too painful for everyone to internalize. He listens to noise music when he wanks. He struggles to keep it up all the time. The claim that he likes the sounds, the one of blunt force trauma that he's pulsing to. One day, he comes exactly when Michael Gira opens his mouth, let alone oxygen! His dad doesn't understand what's going on in his head. His dad especially doesn't understand what's going on in his body. His dad has no fucking idea. Well, you see, what I know best is the colour of glass. The result of lots of hours not listening or ignoring the cutlery. It's 2 or 3 panes all closing in at once. That's what I know well best, you see. There are bars, naturally, good-naturedly, promising to the glass that I'll always be there. I'll never leave. It's okay. We know each other better than everyone. I see through you. Well, you see, when I left, I knew I'd have to go somewhere far away, so I went swimming in the cathedral. Knew it was impenetrable, maybe imaginary. It's the reason, or lightning bolt logical. That's why I left, I knew, you see well. The water's deep, clear, with clarity. Someday I'll sink inside it and everyone will wonder what happened to him. Was he okay? Did he want that? Was he happy? Well, he took swimming lessons as a kid, so there's nobody else to blame, really. Well, I suppose you don't see why I turned my back. That's what happens when your eyes open inward, or else encourage cataracts. My back's the most attractive part of my body. I'd love it if you love to look at it. That's why I turned my back, you see, don't I well suppose? My back is uncracked, hunching, unhunched. It needs too much treatment and it's breaking my bank account, so just look at it, please, look at it, then I'll know I exist and I can stand up straight once and for all. Well, I suppose you want me back, I don't see why. That's after we left and keep leaving or open another door. All the other doors are sliding, but as an analog, I suppose you don't see why I want me back. Well, some of the best doors I've ever been through, or at public toilets, slide, engaged like a ring over the finger, vacant like the look in my eyes or something like that. Maybe in another life I'm an architect or something like that. Maybe I'm building something right now. Well, my finger's free if you want it. Cracked skin dropping all over the place, looking like a mirror. It's always rubbed raw, and a ring's at least committed if you want my fingers well free. But then All of the people I can't stand wear rings. Rings that seem to signal status or a house and a family and someone to go home to at Christmas in a local patisserie or shift job or street bar or road work or roundabout or resto. So if you lock me up, I'll turn into something new and worse. Hell, I've been locked up before, the whole world saw. Forced and flaccid, lazy tiger enclosure. Even the stage I stood on recognized it. The audience pointed and laughed and cheered. The whole world saw I've been up before locked hell. The problem is, I was assigned my own guard and I let myself run a bit free. They let me run free too. It was all plastic, like an erect latex enclosure I could snip with a scissor. So I was something worse for a while, but I left my locks behind too. Hell, I don't know how Goldilocks made it out of the bear trap. Brute force and a twink-like grin. Even in my imagination, she's imaginary. Goldilocks, I don't know how the bear trap made it out of hell. That's the thing. She's a memory of freedom when child-born and pirating Metallica music were just as bad as each other. The companies had free reign over both. Little Red Riding Hood would never make it in this day and age. Probably get sidetracked, distracted before the big bad wolf. What a shame. I guess Grandma won't be okay in the end. Hell, my grandma said I'd go if I carried on like this. Bareback dreams, but they look like vinyl. The dream hallucinated itself. If I carried on like this, my grandma said I'd go to hell. So I dreamed of others doing it on blocks with scissors, or wine bottles, or fingers, or the real thing itself. Every ounce they could get, just guzzling it, restocking themselves with it, telling themselves it's okay to cry, it's okay to cry, baby. You're just being vulnerable, just showing me just a little human still. Hell, the first time I remember crying, it was because my footstool got stolen. I could climb up and down, nobody would stop me. There's a step ladder on your floor. I remember because my footstool got stolen. The first time I remember crying, it was hell. I always climbed up and down my own footstool. That's what they're made for. But I never let myself try to climb up your step ladder because you're very particular about your belongings. And I don't know which of them I'm allowed to touch and which of them aren't really yours, but things you borrowed and wish you were yours, things that I touch seem to break all the time, and you're pretty broken, so maybe I touched you somehow. How? When you touch me, I feel like I'm in hell. The most shallow one, a man line climbs the wall. You keep trying to touch me when I'm nearly asleep. I feel like hell whenever you touch me, just like all the other times, like when someone tries to write something radical, and I'm not buying it, like when the boat kidnaps my love off my beach, like when I chase my lover down, even though I took swimming lessons, I'm really bad at swimming, like when you touch me, like when you tell me I'm not allowed to touch anyone else, like when you're high and we're locked in the house, like all the other times I feel like I'm in hell. Well, I remember writing a superhero drama in locked rooms with you. Well, I remember my cold pressed against the flesh of my clothing for you. Well, I remember when you said you hope I soon get well. Well, I remember when you dropped your wits for the break my will. Well, I remember you kidnapped me and tied me up in bed the next day. Wow! How I knew you well when you whispered my name like it was a rope fruit. How I knew you well when you pressed my hand like it was cutting you. How I knew you well when you ripped up my poem like it was you. How I knew you well when you knew this was not about you. Strictly, stuck in the structure I built, or my body and the bruising that shapes my game's grace. If I tell you something about my structure, my body instead, I'll need something in return. I don't know what that is yet. Maybe pen marks on paper or more tattoos on your skin. Something that makes something else real, or something like something else. Strictly, I'm here to break my own bones, and everybody wasn't built for this. But my brain and the grain that marks my face and shape. If I show you a photograph of my face, I'll make making people secret. And they will hear me. Maybe more dollars in my bank account staged on my stomach. Something that tells me you don't love me, but you're willing to try something along those lines. Strictly, my bones are in my bullet points. I've put it all on the page, but it's still unmarked by sense. If I were to make it all make sense, I need to know you'd still like it, even though you've already made it this far. Like, is it as good as the egg you perfectly poached for breakfast? Is it as good as the first kiss you gave to your life? I don't expect you to answer these questions really or well. Strictly, most of what I have to say has been said before. I know it in my blood and on my bookshelves. If I had something new to say, none of you would know what to do with it, so it'd sit on display to touch sometimes and see it so proud of. I need to know you'd read it even though you never wanted to. You could build a whole temple for it, or use it as flame for fire. One of the two options, but please just let me know you got the message first. Strictly, I want to go back on what I've said to you. I know I don't have much left. If my gas tank had more space, then I'd write something else to turn you off. You'd shut me down, one word at a time, reading some kid's book in your head. But I'll always be here, and even if you're not looking at me, gathering dust and growing old in the corner, a little bit more soft and mellow every day, stronger in my head, knowing more about you than you thought I ever could, building fantasies out of frozen porn shoots I wasn't in, imagining what you could have done to my body but I've recovered from too hard and too fast, imagining what I'd look like if I was put onto paper like a drawing, or maybe a photo of a wood carving. Who knows? If I'm gathering dust, maybe I'll start sneezing one day as you're asleep in bed, and it'll wake you up and you'll look through me as if you're terrified something or someone is haunting you, but instead I'm just some body you groped around inside one time when you were littler but couldn't properly get a hold on, and then you'll fall back to sleep and dream about how your husband has his arms around you. You're okay, you're so okay, everything is fine and will be fine forever. And somewhere in another space I might be able to feel your pulse in my yellow wallpaper, and it's beating all over inside of me. Maybe one day I get so bored of watching you that I turn my back while you lie on your deathbed. Maybe your life flashes before your eyes, but I'm too busy looking at the little spider crawling around these little piles of paper you left lying around in your desk drawer years and years and years before, knowing you'd look at them once then forget them. Maybe I put a little bell jar of the spider and watch it learn its geography. Maybe I write a book where I rip out your arms. Maybe I write a book where you rip out mine. Maybe you're passing through to meet me, and just as you see me board the train, the door slams shut in front of you and you're alone. You've never really known what I'm saying anyway, but now it's real. Now you're bleeding out and you're going, and you know I'm going too. Snuff Piglet reads Winnie the Pooh to get to sleep. He's been reading for 2 months now, and he's nearly old enough to smoke, to cut open his chest, to take the load on his shoulders, to swallow whatever's thrown away into his gut. Snuff Piglet doesn't know he's good as dead, good at saliva, good at noise, good to shut up, good to teach how to forget how to read, good to rip up, good to tell he's no lacto, no sugar, just a dog food diet. He's good to put your feet up on. He's good to get to know. He's way, way too good. We grow attached. And Snuff Pig let his snuffed out. Now he's just a pig. Good for nothing, not even to put your feet up on, not even to read a book to, not even to trace your cigarette out on, not even to spit on and into, not even mate to make your pal, not even to say you love, not even to make a little snuff pig lit. We can dream.
I'd never this party alone. Nobody drives the speed limit. I'm screen printed, a photo card. My torso's tight, a cloud you stretch into a silhouette. I've dropped a few pounds, everyone's weeping. I never at church ecclesiastes speak strangers. My Bible, supper, it's no use, mother dear. Mini club sandwiches, delicious. Anyone's there, they're dressing black. Already drunk in no time, if not already. My photos line the wall, all of them. I'm finally famous. Everyone my name. I never walked this without you. Nobody knows what to say. I'm disguised, my fancy dress, my face a lid you can't open. I dropped in the ground, yes, I'm melting. I never latte like you. I walk the door, you're singing my favorite song. Your neck for mine. Christ's blood stained the soil. Remember my reflection like a ghost. You've spilled all our milk. We're back together now, we are. We're back together now. Our arms all around us now. Our arms surround us now.